We do have additions to the agenda.
Yeah.
I feel like Kevin Bacon at the end of Animal House where he was like, stop, and he got run over. Okay, I'd like to welcome everybody tonight to the Nevada Community School District's Board of Education meeting, November 3rd, 2025, and thank everybody that is watching.
Sorry.
We'll start our meeting with a call to order and approval of the agenda as placed before us with these two additions that came in late.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the agenda for tonight. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Public comment?
None.
No information tonight. Let us move right into our action agenda where we do have an application for a modified allowable growth.
Yep, just like our special ed deficit that we talked about last board meeting. We bring this to you to get approval to be able to submit an application to the SVRC for $147,877 for the ELL excess costs for FY25. Won't be new money, but it'll be authority for FY27.
So you're saying they give us permission to spend our local dollars?
Yes.
Not a number that I find myself following year over year. Is that?
It is up from last year quite a bit.
Yeah. So this is backfilling a debt we incurred last school year.
In FY25, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
Is the increase commensurate with our ELL student population?
Yeah, for last year here.
So it's a matter of more students, not necessarily increasing cost per student.
I would say so. We did have more students last year.
Well, I'll make a motion to approve modified allowable growth for ELL in the amount of $147,877.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve our allowable growth for our ELL dollars expended in the fiscal year 25. Any further questions of administration? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes unanimous. Let us move to our second action agenda item, 5.2, renewal of our 2080 with Grandwood and Woodward Consortium. That's a lot of paper.
Yeah, I don't believe I put the agreements in their entirety in the past, but we had them, so we put them in there.
I don't remember reading.
I don't ever remember that
I
being.
think we've simply discussed.
Not that I didn't want to.
Renewing
Right.
the agreement year to year, but
Yeah.
I give it a good faith effort, but failed miserably.
You'd be very worried.
Hey,
we currently have, kind of ebbs and flows, but we currently have 3 students at Greenwood and 3 students at Woodward.
on the transportation side, do they go individually or do they go collectively?
One goes individual, I believe the other ones are collective,
Okay.
just based on the students' needs.
Right. So with 6 students, historically, is that a normal year?
Yeah, it's pretty normal, yeah.
Okay.
We usually have a handful.
I don't recall chasing that detail year over, so.
I know I've asked in past years, what is our alternative to Grandwood and Woodward?
There's not one. That's pretty much it in central Iowa.
I remember that answer as well.
Yeah.
That I remember too. It's
Yeah.
just like, no, it's only game in town.
If another student were to pop up with that kind of need, do they have like a wait list or they say, yeah?
We have at least one student right now that we're hoping they can get a spot, but we're just doing our best until that happens.
Do they give you an estimate on time or it's just, they don't
Not
know?
really.
Yeah.
They don't know. That particular student's a little young too, so they also prioritize, I can't remember what the cutoff is, but that student probably won't get a priority right away,
Okay.
just because they're pretty young.
Well, based on our need and the lack of a real feasible alternative, I would approve recommending continuing the 2080 agreement with Grant Wood and Woodward Consortium.
Second.
Motion and a second to renew our annual 28E with Grantwood and Woodward Consortiums as outlined in the board packet, and it is a substantial outlining. Any further questions of administration? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes unanimously. Consent agenda. Joe, this is the last time you're gonna get to lean in on the bills.
I hate to disappoint you, but
Oh, you are then. Come on, Joe, there's nothing?
I mean, I don't go,
I know, but you usually find something that nobody else does.
I don't go seeking trouble. I do look carefully at every line.
Oh. So the Department of Ed charges $1,150 to do our bus inspections.
Twice a year.
Green Tech pumped out 2 pits. Where were the pits?
Who was that
I
going
think it was
to?
is that the middle school?
I can tell you as soon as I see that. Which one are you looking at there, Marty?
It's on page 38, upper third. I don't think it's big dollars, but I just want to know where the pits were.
Looks like that's the bus barn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm always happy to see in the list of bills that our support of local business. Just a comment, not a question.
Yep. Well, Joe, I'll give you credit for your effort. So going to BizTown, we have to buy tickets to go to it? I'm looking on page 38 still, just a little below where we just looked on the pumping out pits. I would have thought that was just something
Yeah, I think there's a fee for us to attend it.
$1,627.50. Wow.
We didn't even get to go. I think that was like around COVID time.
Yeah, you will always be that kind of group where
It always comes back
you know, the
to
fact
COVID.
that you've had the success academically and socially is just like, because we just boarded the place up.
Yeah.
I do want to go in BizTown next year. It's on my bucket list.
mark it down.
Yeah, going to the, Tom and I, for sure, going to the convention, right?
Apparently I am now. Gotta be your chauffeur.
Act like you enjoy yourself, Tom, that's all I know.
No, I was gonna go.
Anybody else?
Maybe.
There would be stuff that you would find.
Been there twice. It's not that I've never gone. I just,
I know, you got that kind of job, I get that, but I get that.
I think I asked this last time, that once the new members get seated to the board, we'll have a chance to still ask them if they want to attend.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had sent something else on the students too. Did you not hear a couple updates ago?
Yep.
Okay, you're a captive audience. Has anybody spoken to you about coming?
To,
Convention?
Yeah. You go
I
to
just remember the breakfast or lunch,
Yeah.
whatever it was.
something was brought up last meeting, I think, and I don't think it'll work out for me to go.
Okay.
Yeah, what day is it again? Is that gonna be like missing school for that?
Yeah.
Because I think it was
It's
on
a
the
Thursday,
20th.
it's Thursday,
November 20th, I think.
Thursday the 20th, yeah. Yep.
Week before Thanksgiving.
Is that gonna be like an all-day commitment or just
Oh,
for
yeah.
the?
Yeah, it's all good.
Pretty much all day.
Yeah, we leave early. We get back 5. I've done so many times I think I know, but there's a lot there.
I'm actually going to a Catholic youth conference in Indianapolis that week, so.
I think that's a worthy pass.
Good
Good for you.
experience.
Good for you.
You said you want to get back till 5.
What would that cancel out for you?
Oh, I have work
Oh,
like soon after that. So.
Dr. Grail write you a note. Won't you? I'll write you a note then. Anyway, it's something that once you've done it, you would like to be, I suspect that if you ever had a chance to be on the school board in Iowa, you would attend it. Yeah, would attend it after having seen the full, because it is quite a production. All right, enough about that.
The operational sharing with Baxter,
Yes.
are those amounts consistent with past amounts or?
Yeah. It's just a renewal. When we did our fall beds reporting, we realized that I hadn't brought it to the board yet this fall, so.
So Kayla, what is her name again? Your superintendent.
No longer their
No
superintendent.
longer their superintendent. Okay.
Where does Colo fit with their library? I mean, do they have their own or do they share with somebody?
I don't know.
You know? Didn't we used to share with them on library?
Yeah, I think so.
So one of you has got to be on the student council. So we have this,
That's middle school.
get that. Keeping me reined in tonight, huh?
I don't know what that. I don't know.
Well, I'm kind of disappointed to see Bennett leaving our baseball program. Thought he'd be a good coach. I suspect that he is. Well, we could flounder around on this one, but if nobody has anything in any of those bullets, why don't we just get a motion?
Move to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the consent agenda as placed before us tonight. Any last thoughts, questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Board member comments, 7.1. Two things. Business office brought an official ballot for the Heartland District Convention. District Director 5, we still are trying to tease out who our candidate selection is. We don't know who this is or whatever. I guess we're supposed to believe somebody's vetted it in a way that we could support it. Is this a required vote?
No.
I would feel more comfortable knowing a little bit more about the candidate before I would cast a vote. And that's just me. There's 4 of you guys here. We certainly can do it. Anybody that wants to look at this, they're welcome to. I just got tossed my way tonight. And if you're gonna vote, you have to provide the stamp.
Or email it. It did say you could email it back.
We live in those times. Did you find it?
Not in the school board context, in different context.
We'll leave it at the school board then. We didn't find anything.
Yeah, I didn't go down any,
Okay.
just a quick search.
Leave it at that. Looking for direction from the board on that one.
We have till the end of the month to vote. Is there going to be some sort of a program at the school board convention where these people introduce themselves or something?
I don't recall any of these, that ever being spoken to or about.
I don't either, but
Haven't we gotten emails from candidates in the past?
Yeah?
I seem to vaguely recall something.
Well, we had Dave as one, as a district director for a while, and that's the only one that I've had in my time. I don't know what the mechanism is for, but I assume she's a member of a board, of a school board. Well, if we got till the end of the month, we got one more
maybe the
meeting.
meeting is,
Yeah.
so we'll have to dig up some
Well,
background materials.
Yeah, why don't we just set that aside for right now and do a little bit of our own research and find out who we're dealing with, so.
Yep.
Maybe she clearly is supportable and comes from a good district, but I don't know enough right now to cast a vote.
Yeah,
I just
we
pulled
can
up the
each-
website really quick, thinking there might be some profiles on there, but maybe there are. But
Is that board elections? 2025 board election. No, not much.
No luck?
Well, I mean, there's information there, but I don't, at first glance, I don't see a bio or anything, a personal bio.
Okay.
It might be here, but
The next 2 weeks, we'll have to do some our own research.
I
and see what
challenge
we
you,
can-
Tom.
Oh, okay.
You know, I can only read so many phone books. I also have an issue, I believe some of you may have had this sent. Leanne would be in the catbird seat to speak to this. 20 plus years ago, or thereabouts, the Board of Supervisors set up a pretty well established TIF zone and taking into account all the growth of the windmills that came in, and they had taken off just 50%. They didn't take all that they could. But as it goes into decline, as far as the TIF zone itself, without a renewal, they have 4 more years of as is, and then it starts precipitously falling off. I went back and talked to the budget director of sorts for the county, And she teased it out to the point where our school district, as best she could determine, because we do have a state backfill for the instructional support levy and a few of some of the smaller levies, that it would be at a cost in the next 4 years of $33,000 per year to have. The supervisors have laid out a vision of funding low and moderate income housing in the county, and they were going to direct the dollars at the Story County Housing Trust. I was on that board for 3 years. For economic development of forgivable loans and/or grants to cities with qualifying projects for redevelopment, rehabilitation, and development of housing that is affordable to families of low and moderate income. That is their stated goal with these dollars. Using Mrs. Markley's total top-down number, that's an amount of $974,000 a year derived off of the tax takings of that district. We have a small portion of it. Clearly, Cole and Nasco has the lion's share, but we're not here to fight their fight. I guess if you do the simple math, 130,000 and change over 4 years. I think you can carry the day making the argument in open meeting or in private conversation. I suspect not. Maybe the die is cast and this is going to move. But it's dollars that, and you ask, well, how are you going to get those dollars? You can ask the board to just, they have no, the stated goal of the TIF district was to pay for capital projects. All the capital projects they have approved are paid for. They have no need for the money. Now they want to redirect the monies as they can capture it and put it into low and middle income housing. We are going to be operating at a deficit of students and state aid on a going forward basis after this year, as soon as we start finding a final number on our enrollment. I'm inclined to ask for the money, but I'm not deluding myself into thinking that they're going to do anything other than what they propose. I was just looking for a little direction out of the board because that's what I used to do, so going and talk to them is not a big deal. If anybody says, please represent us, yeah, I'm in, and if not, yeah, I'm out. But I would like to have a board consensus because I don't want to go winging it in your behalf because you're here on equal footing, as we all are.
And I'm going to abstain from any discussion because
Yes.
I'm the project manager of the program, so.
Yes, I figured that was probably going to come out. Thank you, Leanne. But is there anything you'd like to add to it as as this comes out of the ground, you're there? I mean, did I overstate anything? Did I misstate something? Did I leave something out?
No, just other than tomorrow morning is the consultation meeting with the taxing entities, and so I'll do a presentation on just the history of the county, the Story County urban renewal area, where the funds come from, where we capture it, and as Marty says, the wind turbines, but it's also for the Nevada School District, better equipment as one of the properties. The amendment this year, as stated, is to contract or enter into agreement with Story County Housing Trust. They would basically be the program manager of whatever this program looks like designed. The other agreement is the removal of 2 properties, the 2 wind turbines south of town here that were demolished. Those will come off, so there's even less revenue coming in right now. Yeah, I mean, I can answer any questions.
Are you in a position you can wear 2 hats at the meeting tomorrow? Because I can't get away.
No, I cannot.
Okay. I get that.
I am literally the presenter tomorrow. And I have been appointed by the Board of Supervisors to act on their behalf.
So if I understand correctly, the school district leadership, school board administration has no input on it. Well, we have input, but no real voice, no decision-making authority in these
Right, you
matters.
provide comments back to the Board of Supervisors.
That's something that I would desire to be fixed, but that has to be done at the state level.
I would think we retain the ability to submit a letter asking that they step aside and leave the dollars to come out to the district.
But they can't just selectively,
No, I think they have to
you
do
know, say
it.
the school doesn't have to participate, but other entities do. You can't do that.
And
I don't think they can.
I'm trying to vocalize this.
it's a dark art, TIF.
And just some history, this was put in place in 2011. And the first 3 projects out of the chute were for Dakins Lake, the bike path going south of town along Country Club Road, and then pavement by Vetter Equipment, like 1/8 of a mile of pavement by Vetter Equipment. So those are actually 2 of the first 3 projects were within the Nevada School District. To your point, I think what I will be sharing tomorrow during the consultation meeting for the process is all the taxing entities, which school districts and township trustees are taxing entities, have an opportunity now following the consultation meeting to get written comments back to the Board of Supervisors, namely through me, and whatever direction they'd like to see the board go. But I don't think they can parcel out just the school districts as being held harmless, or the township trustee say just Warren Township cannot be, nothing can happen in Warren Township, just for example.
Yeah.
It's an all or none.
I appreciate the information they sent and the opportunity to provide input. We need to have a vote in matters like this. Like I said, that's a state matter. It's a matter of state law probably. And I would cite a study done by the University of Iowa about 10 years ago that talks about the impact of TIFs on school districts, what it costs them, and what the perceived benefits are. I would encourage anyone to read that, and it would really open your eyes. And as a school board member, might make you a little mad.
Why don't you give us the Cliff Notes?
Well,
What's your takeaway?
that it costs school districts a lot of money, and in the end, there's very little benefit when these projects come off. And the conclusion, there were several conclusions in the study, but one was, well, several. School boards need to be able to opt out of deals like this, or cities and counties, the entities that enact these TIFs, these incentives need to be held to a higher test, a higher standard.
On a vote? Or
Pardon me?
On a voting basis or what? On an implementing basis or what? Because the Board of Supervisors did this whole cloth, and that's how they're going to decide it. You got 3 people brought this into being, 3 people decide what happens to the dollars. This is not subject to any votes, but you do have the ability to make comment in regards to what you would like to see as a vote when it is taken, how it would turn out. And as we are a stakeholder with real dollars at stake that would be left to us, my question is, do you want to speak to it, or do you want this moment to pass? Because on a recorded vote, our next meeting would be the 18th, the day this would be. By the time we got into meeting, this would have been done.
The Board of Supervisors action is on November 18th.
Yeah. was
So
our
the
next
day
meeting.
after our next meeting.
Yeah, well, that's a little late to get it in the hopper.
Just in case you're just curious over the
No, I get you, I
projects.
get it. They do Tuesday morning meetings and we do Monday night meetings. But
I was just going, the projects that have, just for education purposes, I apologize, I can't say this off memory, just because we've funded a number of projects, the county's funded a number of projects. But within the school district for Nevada, so mainly within the city of Nevada, urban renewal funds went towards the construction of Clock Tower Center. That's the park downtown. It was originally called Clock Town Center.
Park outside City Hall.
Yeah, yeah. Installation new digital sign at the library. Oak Park Estates Trail Connection. So the
Trails.
trail across from Rolling Green along 6th Street Command. I thought there was one other. No, that's just it through urban renewal.
Worthy projects.
Oh, yeah, and,
Don't know that school should be paying for any of it, but
well, we didn't get asked and we didn't get to vote. But where they stand is all the projects in Nevada and all the other communities have been paid for. There's no dollars owed. Everything that's been done was done with tax takings in years past. Now, when you have a zero balance and you're still accruing money, they're looking to put it in a way that still takes money from the district. And that's, my feelings are tethered to the boundaries of our district and the dollars therein. I'm not gonna fight anybody's battle. I don't have any, it's just about.
yeah, that's kind of where I sit is, you know, what's within our power and what's worth, you know, do you cut your nose off to spite your face? I mean, what options realistic do we really have?
You could give them a letter
We have
asking
none,
that they,
yeah, we can give them a
you're either gonna let this ship in the night pass you by, or you give them a letter asking that they renounce the tax takings that would affect our district.
And any ideas on numbers of times the county's received letters like this instance from other entities? And how many of the, I'm wondering, curious, how many other entities have submitted?
Well, there's your list.
Yeah, but have any of these people actually taken the opportunity to write letters?
Well, I don't know.
I'm just curious if it's...
I don't remember ever having to
If
deal with
those-
anything like
So I
this.
probably
would weigh-
haven't, yeah, I
would weigh
probably haven't
opinion
seen
at all.
everything, but
Yeah.
in years past, but I do know there were a couple of township trustees in the Colonesco district, especially when the county first enacted our urban renewal area, that were extremely vocal in opposition. But I mean,
Mhm.
I can't recall.
Once again, just
like
a curiosity.
last year, I can't recall any letters in opposition.
The best place to wage this battle is in the legislature. I mean, I'm being pretty skeptical about the impact of a letter.
Well, I have no, having been the person that would have made this decision, but not now. So I find myself in the seat asking for something that I at one time would have decided.
Exactly.
And so I'm telling you, the ship's basically sailed. My question to you, on a consent vote, is either you submit something or you don't, and that's it. And I'd like to hear from all of you. The best that I can get from the county on the dollars taken for 4 more years is $33,000 a year.
One
Whether-
thing I will note that the agreement that's being drafted right now is a 2-year agreement.
Why are they parsing it?
What do you mean?
Why are they not going, just staying with a 4-year?
We've never done them for a year. We typically run year by year.
Is this gonna be a revisit then in 2 years on these dollars?
I would imagine so. They'd have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of surprised that they would put that kind of a small window. Okay, I'm just saying, just for
Yeah.
personal observation.
My opinion is that I think a letter would be, even though it's likely not to change any sort of decision, it would be more effective than nothing. And it could plant seeds for future discussions on how do we open the window for sharing some power in that decision, or forums for more time. I think it helps nothing if you're silent and you disagree with what's happening. So I would advocate for sharing.
You didn't see Joe, he turned to me and did a quack.
No.
I really appreciate you saying that, and I will echo word for word exactly what you said, because you said it much more eloquently and calmly than I would have. I just
From the
think
mouths of babes.
it's helped, it's probably a waste of paper and printer ink, but to be on the record,
That's
as
all.
to hear the impacts
What we put together.
to the school district, here is what
As best we can determine.
Here's what the University of Iowa says about this. Here is what Iowa Association of School Boards has in their platform regarding this. Like Amisi said, lay that groundwork. Maybe educate the people that have the power to make that vote. Maybe
Well-
they don't fully understand what the impact is and what maybe could be done to mitigate some of that in the future.
How many people are watching with you right now, Joe?
One,
Well, maybe that one person.
no, me and one
Plus
other.
you. Oh.
And that's what we're doing here, that's why we're voted here, that's why there will be a vote to put new faces here at the table. These are the issues that come to us, some and many we plan for and expect, and others we don't. But these are the things that you were asked to represent the district as a collective, and that's why it's one of those snap counts where it's just like, okay folks, bet you didn't see, this was not on your bingo card, but here it is. Ian, you are the most well-versed on this one, what do you think?
I can't speak to it because I'm the appointed representative from the counties end, according to their resolution, so I
And you sat
have
here
to
in what
abstain.
capacity?
I think I have to abstain.
Okay, you will abstain, I get that. Tom?
I think you had probably the best opening statement you could have of the situation, and I think you have your consensus of what the situation's gonna be, like we've discussed. I mean, either you make a statement or you don't.
Yeah.
And you let your voice be heard, so I think we would be remiss to not let our voice be heard.
I think Amisi said it best for all of us, and I concur.
Yeah.
Thank you, Amisi. Your last full meeting, and bang.
There you go.
Way to
We have a
go.
gauntlet right there.
There you go. I'll save the recording.
How treasure it.
Yeah.
How, now, okay, we have taken this as a top-down approach, now let's get granular on it. Who's gonna draft it? And I'd like to see a copy, so we can sit there and say, yeah, I will sign that, and that's an approval.
I think you brought it to us. You might as well as give it a first crack.
How about I turn to the smart guy over here?
Oh, okay, there you go.
You know, he gets paid a lot of money to do a great job, and I have been very pleased with his time spent in the district. Steve, do you have any questions on how your board has spoken tonight?
No, I can put something together.
See how easy that was?
Yep, there you go.
And ultimately, when you send it, you got a copy of the letter, right, too?
Yeah, but I can't find it, so I'm gonna make a copy of that one.
Or you
I
can
was
email
looking
it either to me or
Friday.
PZ Web. Either one.
You can what?
You can email it to me or the one on there. Because ultimately, I'm the gatherer of all the,
You compile everything.
yes, which is why I have to.
There you go, loop it in on the county side. Well, I get it, Leanne, so you just find yourself in the nexus of this issue, and, but I get it. To our students, this is board member comments. Okay, you've heard a pretty rousing discussion. Do you have anything or any questions that you'd like to lend yourself for posterity?
I mean, yeah, like everybody have said, don't stay silent if it's something that is on everybody's mind.
Yeah, I agree. I guess I don't fully understand the situation, obviously, but like, yeah, if it's something that like, it may not make an immediate change, but it's definitely it's a drop in the bucket. It might help more than you think.
You're a very accomplished student. If you ever get the time, figure out TIF and then call me. Thank you. Appreciate that. I mean, we're going to ask another taxing entity that we all live under to let us have the dollars that they would take otherwise. And that's it.
For informational purposes, I'll be happy to share with everyone here at this table just a couple things that I've read and found on this topic.
Yeah, I mean, you're the one that's actually done a deeper dive than most. I usually go find somebody that's smarter than me and ask them questions. So, Steve, we await your email.
Okay.
Any other further board member comments? Congratulations to the football team. You were just rock solid over there in Carroll, and best of luck with Clear Lake.
Yeah, it's a great matchup. Really one of the best pods we could get to. But so yeah, we're
If you-
excited for it.
If you can climb that mountain, you should be playing in the dome.
We're excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Not even a far drive too. Like, could be going to Heelan or we could be going to Sioux Center.
It's true. I mean,
Yeah, it is up
who would
there.
think Clear Lake's a short drive?
Yeah,
Oh.
you're right. Yeah, who would have thought we'd be celebrating a trip to Clear Lake?
Or Dubuque, that would have been a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a very good opportunity for us this
How's
round.
our injury report?
We're healthy, minus
You?
Carson and I. But yes,
Yeah.
we're healthy.
Your wrestling career is going to take off when?
November 17th.
Okay.
Okay.
You just had a big weekend. Want to talk about it?
It was good. Yeah, we're excited for the musical. That'll be coming up in a couple weeks. So
Couple
Yeah.
weeks.
yeah, audition packets come out in 2
Oh
weeks.
gosh.
Other than that, anything else happening in high school? How is the, because I get asked this one the most of anything, how is the cell phone policy being?
Great.
Yeah, same as we said last time. Yeah,
Okay.
it's still good.
I think that's a great thing.
Yeah.
All right, that takes us into our next meeting, and that will be on 2 weeks from tonight on the 17th, back here at 6:30, and we will be seating new board members. You get to see how that's acted on. I'd like to thank the years that you guys have had with us. Misi, you're still basking in the limelight of really driving the board on this one. That's leadership from that end of the table, so thank you. Joe, I don't know who's gonna look at the meeting, all the bills and such, like you always do, and the bus reports, so thank you for your time. If nobody has anything further, I'd take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?